I've got a question. Is there such a thing as the human mind?
Human mind, wow.
Is someone speaking?
What is the nature of the human mind?
Plotting and scheming. Planning and calculating. That is the nature of mind. Constant thought.
Recent research tells us that the universe is not infinite. So what I want to know is...
Who's this guy?
Matt Mitchum, the girl's father.
What I want to know is, when you get to the edge of the universe, what's there?
Don't know. Not going there anytime soon.
What do you see?
Ask something a little bit more personal.
This is personal.
My guess? You're not gonna like it, mister.
So what is it? What's beyond the void that's so frightening? What's so scary?
A lost little girl. Your girl, Mr. Matt. Your kid. With a secret growing inside.
Who were you that time when it was all beginning? When you were starting out and you were doing Raising Arizona, and as opposed to who you are now and how you look at this world you're in. Some would call it a business, and some would call it a craft. Some would call it whatever they want to call it. But are you approaching acting, what you do the same way?
Well, I would say that, you know, my career has been a little bit of a kind of a horizontal one in that the first thing that I did after I did broadcast news, I did a television movie of the week, and after the next project I did after the piano was an HBO movie. I mean, I've never, you know, and I was doing television. That was in the 80s and 90s. I was going back and forth between television and movies. When people could do that, I wasn't a groundbreaker. I wasn't setting a template. But it was early days of going back and forth. And I never have really been vertical, like, oh, I'm on my way up. I don't do that anymore. You know, I've kind of gone where provocative work has taken me, whether that's the stage or television or film, or, you know.
When you're getting that first big break in a movie, and what's going on inside your head?
Well, you know, there's of course there's a feeling of you know, your own mortality is not so close. You know, as you get older, you begin to see that, you begin to sense, oh, my life. You know, you begin to sense the shape of your life more. Whereas when you're younger, the shape is still before you, and you know, you begin to realize that there are things that are not going to be. There are things that can still be ahead of you, and that there are things that are too late. You know, and I feel that way about my life.
Too late.
And
it's like you can't play a certain role that you might have wanted.
Of course,
yeah.
but you know, it's also just about life in general. Like, you know, maybe I'm never really going to be a professional speed skater. You know, that's not going to happen. Damn it. You know, I mean, I missed the deadline on that one. So, you know, there's that feeling that I have about my life in general, not just about my career, you know, that I actually embrace, because time is of the essence in your life. Now is now. And that now has a different value to me than it did when I was younger. And, you know, I value that. I think that that's the beginning of being smarter, you know, of owning where I am.
Do you look back at your work Do you go back, if you're looking at television and broadcast news was on, would you stop and watch it?
Some things I would. Yes, broadcast news is definitely, I have done that. I've done that with broadcast news. Other things, no. And some things I've never seen. But and some things I didn't really cherish when they came out. And then one movie I saw, Woman Wanted, that I did with Kiefer Sutherland directing. I saw like a rough cut of Woman Wanted right after we finished it. And, you know, I felt that there were flaws. And then I just recently saw it, and I thought it was kind of wonderful. The movie, I thought, was a bit of a gem. But anyway, the movie did not get distributed. And actually, in retrospect, I'm really sorry about that, because I thought it was really cool.
I want it to be brought back. I want it now. I want it now. I often ask actors to pull a movie out of their work.
I could call Kiefer. I mean,
let's call him.
Tremendous success from 24.
And we can do that now and say it's time for Woman Wanted.
You know, Hollywood muscle to get Woman Wanted back. We need it.
Wanted.
This is Sundance, where things can happen. You know, this is Sundance, and you're Guru Holly. You know, to me, that's who you're going to be now, forever. You have this knowledge you won't impart to me, because that's just who you are. And it's not going to happen, and I can live with it. And on this show that I do, where I talk to people that make movies, it always ends, because I work at Rolling Stone, in song. It doesn't have to be a whole song. It could be a snippet of a song. And I'm just feeling resistance coming my way, but I'm still going out there. There must be a song in your head and in your heart. Guru Holly.
About me?
No, it doesn't have to be about you. I just need you to sing the tiniest little bit of something. Oh, God. See, that smile is worth it. I kind of love that. I can't ask for any more than that, except for
it's kind of a hurtful tune, like
it was a little hurtful.
A nightingale wounded. A nightingale.
A wounded nightingale song. Yeah, it's good, and it has a classical feeling to it.